Twitter friends. My name is Megan.
And I'm Beth.
And we met on Twitter, and now we're friends. And every episode we get together and we find great things. I said it like that. We got together and we find great things. I want to share with each other. And with you also.
That's totally awesome.
Our new format means that we film a bunch of episodes in one night. So maybe we're wearing the same outfits that we were wearing in the last episode.
But maybe we're not.
Maybe our hair is a little different.
You never know.
Maybe we just like to wear the same outfits regularly and sit in the exact same spots and drink the same drinks. You don't know. So I'm assuming by this point we're still looking for an editor.
Yes.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Let's assume.
We want a volunteer film editor to edit our podcast. If you're interested, send an email to editor@thetwitterfriends.com. Apparently it can be whatever you want. Make something up at thetwitterfriends.com and we will receive it. I don't know how that works, but our technical director says that works.
90% sure.
90% sure. If you want to be positive...
There's a 10% chance we won't get your email.
Yeah. Twitterfriends@thetwitterfriends.com works pretty much 100%. Yes?
No idea.
Okay, maybe not. Well,
Figure it out.
hopefully you
send
can
an
find
email.
us somehow.
Somewhere.
So I'll start this time. I have a tweet from, I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Euro. We'll put it up. You can decide for yourself. Somebody tweeted it to somebody else, blah, blah, blah. This has you guys written all over it. Doesn't really matter. Anyway, what it is, it's called the Noun Project. And it's a design...
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a design project that was funded through Kickstarter, actually.
Nice.
Yeah. Essentially what it aims to be is a free repository for all of the world's symbols. Pardon me. So all of the things that you see on signs and in public places, these excuse me, symbols are all available. There's a huge directory. I think they have a few, I think they said 500 or something now, and they're aiming to just continue adding and adding and adding.
What is this one?
I think that's money of some kind. Oh no, it's Neptune. It's Neptune, actually.
Cool.
So that is marijuana. And so the idea is they're going to keep adding to this. And if you funded them on Kickstarter and you funded more than $30, they sent you a shirt, and you could choose up to 3 of these symbols to make your shirt. So some of them were quite neat. It was sort of like, you know, heart equals a puzzle piece. Because if you like puzzles, that would be a great shirt for you. Anyway, so you can use these symbols. They're free. You can do whatever you want with them. Art projects, signage for your store, whatever you want.
iWash station?
Water. iWash.
Excellent.
Yes, that is.
You could play a game with it.
No dogs. You could make it
Guessing.
into a game. 4-wheeler also. You could make it into a game. And make money from it that way. The symbols game, you could call it.
You could.
It'd be so much fun.
Or an app of some kind.
An app of some kind. Oh, this one's falling. Slippery stairs, caution. I do tend to like the ones, the little pictures of
danger
people
ones?
falling,
Yeah.
which is terrible. My friend fell today on the ice.
Oh no!
And I was horrible because I laughed before I helped him. Not that I could do much, really. But anyway.
I do that too sometimes. It's just so funny, but you know, it's terrible. Oh, well, whatever.
He wasn't hurt, so it was okay.
Well, then it's fine.
Yep.
Mine is from Laughing Squid. And it is, well, and it's via ThinkGeek, which is a site where you can buy cool, geeky stuff.
Yes, it's so great.
So this is Joystick It, an arcade-style joystick that you can add to an iPad. And there's a video.
Let's watch it.
So I'm going to start it from the beginning.
Okay.
From about here. We're going to watch it together. And they're playing Pac-Man with it on the iPad.
I don't understand. It's a device?
So it's like a little joystick that you put in the corner, and then you can use it to control the game. I guess
How does
through the
it stay
pressure,
there?
like the pressure, it looks like it has like a suction cup or something. Look!
What?
And they're like all old school arcade games.
That's incredible.
Isn't it? So you get the idea. But it's a super simple thing, but it's super fun.
What will they think of next? They had an amazing, it was a remote control, but it was like a Harry Potter wand.
Oh,
for
really?
your television. And you just and change the channel.
Cool. I heard that if you went to the launch or the thing of the theme park, the first opening day, everybody got a wand, and then there was like the opening ceremony thing at night, and you hold your wand up and they all like lit up at the same time.
Stop it.
So cool.
I want to go there so bad.
Me too. They have butter beer.
I know. I wonder what it tastes like. I've heard it's sort of like
Butterscotchy.
Yes, which was what I imagined.
But foamy.
Yes.
I've read a lot
Yes,
about
maybe I
it.
have spent some time imagining what butterbeer tastes like. But I think that's okay.
Well, you know.
I don't want pumpkin juice, though. Don't care for it.
No.
Because I just imagine it's tasting like, you know, when you're carving a pumpkin and that smell?
Yeah, the pumpkin smell.
Don't want to
No,
don't want to
not
drink
tasty. Raw pumpkin? No.
that. Yeah. Okay. My next one's from Brain Picker. And it's a story from BBC News. Why are we slaves to alarm clocks?
Oh, why are we slaves?
So it's sort of a look at the whole, how did we evolve to a point where we need help waking up in the morning? Because that doesn't seem to make a lot of sense in a lot of ways. Like, wouldn't we just get up? So this is so interesting to me. Apparently, sleeping all through the night for humans is a relatively modern invention. And up to, like, our sleep pattern is only apparently about 200 years old.
Really?
And before that, they had 2 sleeps. So they would sleep, let me find the quote here. It was, you would have a first sleep from finishing work until midnight, and then you would wake up and talk and socialize, and then you would have a second sleep until dawn. But there were still people, even though this whole invention is 200 years old, so before there was actually electricity and power and alarm clocks in everybody's homes, there were people whose job it was to wake everybody up.
Really?
And they would walk around with sticks and tap on people's windows.
Weird.
Wouldn't that scare the crap out of you
So,
first
like,
thing in the morning?
So when you started sleeping through the night, they would wake you up in the morning? Is that
Yeah,
what
they were waker-uppers. They would go from house to house tapping on all the windows with poles to get everybody out of bed.
Weird.
Isn't that fascinating?
So who woke those people up?
Yeah, well, that's a good question. Maybe they were waker-uppers for the waker-uppers.
Maybe.
And just into infinity.
But if you go to bed right after work, I guess you'd be going to bed, like, originally, like when the sun went down, which would be anywhere between 4 and
4?
10, depending on where you live.
I guess. If you live in the Arctic.
Soon. Well, maybe wherever.
Well, what happens when you live in the Arctic?
But you'd be going to bed early until you get a lot of sleep. Because now we all go to bed at like 10, 11.
Yeah, apparently we're all just sort of chronically underslept. So even if you get 8 hours, you're not actually getting the right amount of sleep.
Huh.
Which is why it's so hard for us to get up in the morning.
That's very interesting.
I'm going to propose this segmented sleep thing to, I don't know, the
Everybody?
world.
That would be
the world,
awesome.
And see. I'm going to go to bed when I get home and wake up at midnight and socialize and then go to bed again. And see how that works out.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to switch it up a bit and do one from Lifehacker. And it's how leaving your tasks unfinished can actually lead to greater productivity.
It's fascinating.
Which is counterintuitive to
Indeed.
people, but to someone like me who constantly leaves my projects unfinished, it's an excellent thing to hear from somebody else. Basically, never returning to a blank page in order to stay motivated on a task. So if you get stuck, or if it's going well, you should stop because you know you know what's happening next, so you can stop, work on something else, come back to it later. You know where you are instead of waiting till you're stuck to stop and you don't know where you're going to go from there. It's kind of seemingly counterintuitive, but
Yeah, my theory has always been just to keep going until you don't want to do it anymore and then come back when you want to do it. No?
well, they're saying when you're going good, stop writing. And that means if everything's going well and you know exactly where the end of the chapter is going and you know just what the people are going to do, you don't go on writing until you come to the end of it, because when you do, then you say, well, where am I going to go next?
Who is saying this? Who is giving
from
this information?
Roald Dahl quoting Hemingway.
No, it's not.
It says so.
Really?
Put in practice while working, and it can apply far beyond just writers. When facing a long-term project with multiple milestones, Dahl's never return to a blank page mentality remedies hiccups in focus. By keeping yourself motivated to return to a milestone or project you feel comfortable with, you may find it easier to keep making progress.
Interesting. But you and I have taken the same writing class from the
Yes.
same teacher, and she always said, just write anyway, even if you don't feel like it. Like, just write through that, and just... So I wonder what she would say about this advice.
I don't know. Probably something
Hysterical.
hysterical and harsh.
She's
She
a
was
great
lovely.
teacher, though.
And before we get into trouble, we will.
I guess, is that all?
That's it.
Oh, gosh, this is so short. I don't know what to do. My recommended follow is Brain Picker, who I just the alarm clock story came from Brain Picker, and their link.
What? Do you have one more?
No,
We're being told from the
no.
wings.
I had the Noun Project,
Chuckles over there.
and I had the alarm clocks.
I had two.
What did
We'll
you-
get to.
Sorry.
All
did
right,
you have?
timer. I had joystick and tasks unfinished.
Yeah.
Looks like the timer guy's
Oh, boo! You're fired. We also need a timer.
Yeah, we need a timer guy. If you're
For
interested.
free.
He
Send
can
an
do a
email.
job knocking on windows.
We just need
with us.
someone to time 2-minute increments.
This new format's taking some getting used to. Okay, so Brain Picker is my recommended follow. Link aggregator, interesting, funny, lots of things to pick your brain with.
Mine is Irene Gallo, and she is the art director at Tor, which is a science fiction publisher. And it's really interesting to follow her because she tweets a lot about art, but also science fiction and science. So it's kind of a neat, for anybody who likes both those things, she's a neat person to follow because you get to see like what she's working on and what's coming out. And she works with a lot of cool illustrators, so it's neat.
Awesome.
As I said, it's neat.
It is neat, and so is the ending of this show. But thanks for joining us. Please join us again.
Toodaloo!
Bye.